Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you another best class setup, and today's gun, as you can see on the screen, is going to be the Scar. And why is it the Scar? Well, the Scar managed to pick up a buff in the most recent update, just like the other guns I've been doing recently here on the channel, but the Scar managed to pick up a buff. And what was the buff to the Scar? It was a slight, just a very slight aim down sight speed buff. I think it was about half a frame or so, but I have found a pretty insane class setup for it, so I'm not going to keep it too long. Here it is on the screen. I'm using the Muzzle, which is the Monolith Expressor. The Barrel is the Forged Hack 20.0 LB. The stock is the FTAC Collapsible Stock. The Underbarrel is the Merc Foregrip, and the ammunition is the 30 round mags, and that's all you need to make this insane Scar best class setup. And I promise you now guys, today's gameplay is going to back up what I say when this is the all-round do-it-all Scar. Okay, some people say you can only be fast but have a lot of recoil, or it can be slow and have not a lot of recoil. But today's gameplay is going to show you how good this Scar class setup really is, because today's gameplay is a 73 and 4 gameplay with this Scar class setup, and I'll be discussing in this video why I use these attachments and what makes this Scar class setup so good. So yeah, let's get right into today's gameplay. Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm not only going to be sharing with you the best Scar class setup in Modern Warfare, I'm also going to be sharing with you an insane gameplay that I got using this Scar class setup, which I believe proves 110% without a doubt how good this Scar is and how good the class setup is. So the gameplay you are seeing in the background today is a 73 and 4 game in Ground War. Absolutely insane gameplay, so just keep watching that in the background because it will showcase how good this Scar class setup is. And yeah, I'll be discussing today my insane Scar best class setup. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the Scar first of all. So why am I using the Scar? Why did I decide to make a class over it? So first of all, I haven't done a class setup for you guys, but not only that, in the most recent update, which by the way we'll probably get another one in a couple of days because season 4 is upon us, but the most recent update we did get a Scar buff. Now it did make the aim down sight speed better, but I do believe it's probably a very small change because it's not that noticeable. I was hoping for it to be a little bit more noticeable, but it's not that noticeable, so it's probably like half a frame or something. I decided why not, let's try it out, let's mess around with it, see if it makes it a little bit better. And I do find the Scar to be quite good, but then that might be just because I found a perfect balance for this Scar class setup, and that's what I showed you in the intro. I showed you my class setup, and I'm going to explain that now. I'm going to explain to you why I use these attachments and what makes this Scar so great. So one of the big complaints with the Scar is you not being able to have it, how do I put it, as a all-around do-it-all AR. Basically, most people say, oh, if you're going to have it fast and mobile, you got to be prepared to have a lot of recoil. If you want to have it very accurate, you got to be prepared to have it very slow. And that's what I'm going to tell you wrong, okay? This class setup here is a perfect balance of both. You have the speed, you have the ability to manage the recoil correctly, and it's just all round a do-it-all class. Like, this is like every other AR. You can do it all with this AR, and it packs a lot of damage, okay? You're going to be killing people pretty quickly in the free shot kill range. I'm not sure how far it is, but it's quite far. You'll see in this gameplay, I get a lot of free shot kills. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about my class setup. First of all, I'm going to start with the Muzzle, because this is the iffy area, okay? Some people might not agree with this attachment, but this is personally the attachment I run, and I'll offer you the other suggestion that some people might say you might need instead. So personally, I am running the Monolith Expressor for the main reason of being off the radar. There's nothing better than being off the radar, especially when playing solo. I like to be off the radar, I like to be able to go on flanks and stuff, and having that ability to do that is just fantastic. It's always a good positive with a silencer. But obviously the Monolith Expressor here in Modern Warfare increases the damage range, so why not get that benefit as well? Why not increase that damage further, make the free shot kill range even further and even more deadly, and just, be able to outdo guns at certain ranges like the Graw, the M4 and that. You just want to have a chance at beating those guns, and having the free shot kill range, obviously the M4 and the Graw do not have a free shot kill range, so remember that when making a class setup like this. And yeah, so the cons are aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness. Again, aim walking steadiness is hardly noticeable. It's something you really don't notice often. Aim down sight speed is noticeable. It will take the aim down sight speed down quite a bit, but don't worry, we have attachments that will fix that. The other suggestion I'll offer is you can replace this with the compensate if you're not too bothered about being on the radar. You will be able to aim down sight like a little bit faster, I believe. It's definitely noticeable though, a little bit faster than the monolithic. But you will be on the radar, so that's one thing you got to bear in mind, and you won't have the extra damage range. But you will be able to negate the recoil and make it even more of a laser at distance, on those super long ranges, especially in Ground War, or even Warzone if you plan to use this class in Warzone. I think the Compensator may be better off for you. So it's your choice here. Compensator or Monolith Expressor, I'd say. But Monolith Expressor is what I went with, just so I can be off the radar. Next up, the barrel. Gotta you know, play to the classes or the gun's best ability, which is the damage, okay? The 3-shot kill range, why not just make that further? Why not just make the bullet velocity better? Why not just make the recoil better as well whilst we're at it? And the best way to do that is to use the Forged Tack 20.0 LB, okay? So what this does is damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. This is the barrel that gives you the most damage, the most bullet velocity, and the most recoil control. So it helps us with our damage range, makes our 3-shot kill even better, so we're just extending that even further. And the recoil control, again, making the gun more accurate whilst we're at. Yes, aim down sight speed and movement speed are some harsh penalties with this, but again, we will fix that with a few other attachments. But yeah, make sure you're using that barrel. You could try the 17.2, I did not really give that a shot, I just preferred the 20.0 and didn't look back, so I'd say use the 20.0, definitely want to increase the damage as much as possible. Next up, the stock. Now this is an interesting one, it's called the FTAC Collapsible Stock, and it behaves the same way as a no stock, I believe. Like, I don't know why, I'm guessing it's just a, I don't know, change the name of it for this gun or something. But I believe this is basically like no stock for every other gun, which is, this makes the movement speed better, this makes your aim down sight speed better, and the cons are the aiming stability and the recoil control, which, yeah, okay, those are some pretty bad negatives, but again, we've got a lot of recoil control going on, and aiming stability, really not a problem with this gun, it's definitely not an issue. So yeah, movement speed and aim down sight speed, use the FTAC Collapsible Stock, because we got to increase that aim down sight speed. We got to make this gun have the ability to, you know, take on SMGs up close, be able to strafe side to side, and be able to aim down sight quickly enough to actually compete. Otherwise, we're going to have that SCAR build that people say is, oh, it's accurate, but it's too slow, and we don't want to do that. So that's why I'm using the FTAC Collapsible Stock. Next up, the Underbarrel. What are we going with? The Merc foregrip. So the Merc foregrip, this is an interesting one, because the past few days it's been revealed how good this actually is. So the Merc foregrip is actually, or has been tested recently by Drifter, and is 100% the best underbarrel in the game right now, as far as like reducing recoil and being mobile, etc. So the Merc foregrip makes your recoil control and hipfire accuracy better. Well, the cons are aim, walking, movement speed, and aim down sight speed, but don't worry, obviously the FTAC Collapsible Stock will help improve those things. But the Merc foregrip, basically it was tested a couple of days ago by Drifter, and this actually allows your gun to have essentially virtually no recoil for the first 3 shots. So this means like the first three shots, or the first 3 to 5 shots, pretty much have no recoil. And the Merc foregrip is way better at dealing with vertical recoil than say the Commando foregrip, or even what other ones we got, the Ranger foregrip, the Operator. I don't even believe, actually you can't even get a Ranger foregrip on this. It's interesting, I didn't even know. Oh, it's called the Bipod foregrip, that's why. Interesting. But for this, I use the Merc foregrip. It's just way better than every other grip. Go check out that video from Drifter if you don't believe what I'm saying. But the Merc foregrip is by far and away the best underbarrel in the game. And like I said before with a video that I did about aim assist, Merc foregrip still has more aim assist than the Commando foregrip. And I can promise you that now. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself on any weapon. You will notice how much aim assist you get with Merc foregrip compared to the Commando foregrip. And not only that, the Merc foregrip has just recently been GA'd in competitive Call of Duty. So if that doesn't show you how overpowered the Merc foregrip is, I don't know what will. So yeah, definitely use the Merc foregrip. Absolutely insane attachment. And kind of overpowered, to be honest. And then finally, ammunition. One of the downfalls of the SCAR is you start out with a 20 magazine. Now, a 20 magazine is just not good enough, okay? So you could run 25, but personally, I went with 30. Okay, that does take your aim down sight speed and movement speed down. I believe that's like 2% or 3% compared to like the 2% or 1% that the 25 round mag does. But those extra 5 bullets are worth it, you know? You want this to be like a normal AR, and a normal AR is pretty much standard gonna have a 30 round magazine. So yeah, definitely run the 30 round magazine in my opinion. And yeah, that's all you need, guys, to make the best, and I mean the best, SCAR class setup in the game right now. Now the buff to the SCAR, obviously the aim down sight speed, I do believe is only half a frame, so it wasn't that big of a buff, but I did want to give you guys a class setup because one, I haven't done a class setup for the SCAR yet, and two, obviously this is a good time to do so because it did just get buffed. But you've probably seen from the gameplay in the background as well how well this performs, like how good this gun really is. Currently we're only halfway through, but you're going to see we finish off with a 73 and 4 gameplay with this thing. And it just goes absolutely ham. Like, I don't know what to say about this class up. It might be a sleeper class up, honestly. I'd say give it a shot, give it a try. It absolutely does the damage, you know. And this class up here is mobile, it's quick, puts down the damage down range, and it just overall, you know, it can beat the M4 Graw at certain situations. So, you know, try it out. You know, don't use the M4, don't use the Graw. Give this gun a shot. Try it out and see how well it works for you. But that's all I'm going to leave you with for today's video. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the gameplay to enjoy in the background. But yeah, definitely try out this class out. Absolutely insane class out. Unbelievable. Hopefully we get some new guns in the new Season 4 coming up soon. Because I think we're a couple of days away from that. I believe it's like 6 or 7 days now. So I'll be able to bring you gameplay soon with the new guns. Because there is 2 new guns coming. I believe one of them is like a Vector or something. And there's talks of like a Glil, there's talks of like other guns, there's something that's similar to a Vector. We'll see, but Season 4 is upon us as well. I thought I'd talk about that a little bit as well. But yeah, so Season 4 upon us. Going to be getting a new map. Going to be honest, it's not really that interesting to me because I'll be playing Ground War still. Hopefully there's a new Ground War map, haven't heard anything about that. Would be interested to give you guys a gameplay on a new Ground War map, hopefully. Because it's getting a little bit stale with all these maps being the same, or being the same maps we've had for about a couple of months now. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely try out this class setup. Absolutely insane Scar class setup, which 100% is a little sleeper, you know, it's a sleeping weapon, okay? You can use this thing and probably surprise a few people. But yeah, check out the rest of this gameplay. Again, a 73 and 4 gameplay. And yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.